Hello guys, welcome back to Comicology. So, in our last video, we saw the love triangle of Deadpool, Thanos and Death and how Death is missing, so Deadpool and Thanos are on their way to find and save her. If you haven't watched the last video, go to our channel and watch it now. So now, the story continues as soon as they enter the spaceship, Ajax appears and attacks Deadpool. Thanos immediately intervenes and rescues him. When Deadpool went to the realm this time, he was told by Mr. Death that they need to find a man from the hell. So Thanos thinks that this man from the hell is none other than Ajax's boss who engineered the kidnapping of Mr. Death. In the next scene, we see Deadpool dreaming of his past when this hatred between him and Ajax started. But soon he wakes up and Thanos compliments his regenerative ability. And we also see that while Deadpool was asleep, Thanos has been torturing Ajax to get him to tell who his boss is, but he isn't telling anything. But Thanos, being an intellectual, was still able to connect the dots and comes to a conclusion that the mastermind behind Ajax coming to life again is Mephisto, ruler of the hell. Now Thanos, though very powerful, still didn't know if he could enter Mephisto's territory, so Deadpool suggests to go back to Black Talon. Now though Black Talon's magical powers were not too powerful, but he still was able to open a portal to hell. When they enter hell, they see that there is a war going on amongst all in the hell. Now the dead there have the ability to immediately detect the living, and they are also jealous of them. So they just want to bring them down to their level of existence. And Deadpool and Thanos especially have killed a lot of people, and most of them went to hell. So not only are these people jealous of their existence, but also really hate them. Shortly after arriving in hell, they are greeted with the presence of Mephisto. Mephisto, being the ruler of hell, is a very sinister person by nature, but Thanos knows him very well and won't be deceived by him. But Mephisto tells them that he also doesn't know what's going on. In fact, because no one is dying and no one is coming to hell, he himself is losing his powers. During this conversation, they get attacked by Blackheart. Blackheart is Mephisto's son, and in his sudden attack, he was able to kill Deadpool, but Thanos gives him a tough fight. Now, while Deadpool was dead, he gets a chance to see Mistress Death again, and when he wakes up, he knew exactly where she was. She is being held by none other than Eternity himself, the physical representation of the entire universe, and in turn is powered by everything inside the universe. Then we are shown here a conversation between Eternity and Mistress Death, where we get to know that because Mistress Death is immortal, who would even stand out after everything comes to an end, after even Eternity dies, so Eternity has kidnapped her to stop everything from dying and hence saving his own life too. Then we see In-Betweener coming in and trying to convince Eternity to set Death free, because she is the one who maintains order in the universe and she is the one without whom there is nothing but chaos. While In-Betweener was reasoning with Eternity, Deadpool and Thanos arrives there. While Deadpool was enjoying the view and the fact that he was standing on nothingness, Thanos plans to take Mistress Death and escape secretly from there. But as soon as he approaches her, she completely ignores him and calls Deadpool, and he comes running towards her, knocking Thanos aside. While all this was happening, Thanos was just getting more and more pissed off. Here, he seems to be more angry for a couple of reasons. First, he spent most of his life in achieving affections of Mistress Death only to be denied again. Second, he endured all of Deadpool's foolishness to end at this point. And third, for all the people he could be turned down for, he was turned down for a Canadian. However, by his actions, he catches the attention of Eternity and In-Betweener. Now they both are far more powerful than Deadpool or Thanos, so Black Talon freaks out here and says, "No one can save us now!" But Death states there that she is the embodiment of death, and only those people die who she wants to die. So she transfers her powers to Deadpool and Thanos, and they both fight Eternity together. Now while fighting, Thanos says that he met Death at a very young age, and that he was lured by her into trying to achieve her love and never receiving it. Instead of accepting his own faults, he starts blaming Death for everything that has happened in his life. And as he was about to kill Eternity and erase all of existence, Deadpool comes in and says that he can have a threesome with him and Death. and that he would even allow Thanos to spank him. Lashing out, Thanos attacks Deadpool, and in the very next moment, Mistress Death takes her powers back from Deadpool, which means that Deadpool can now die if Thanos wants him to die. He gets thrown into the universe to die where he meets Unipower. Unipower is basically the sum of all the power present in universe and is present there to save eternity. But he needs a worthy and responsible host for himself to function. But in this case, he just has to go with Deadpool as he has no other option. So, Deadpool comes back to fight as Captain Universe, or as he likes to call it, Captain Unipool. With all this power, he also has cosmic awareness, so he could now feel and know everything around him, including the fact that Thanos hasn't changed his underwear in 4 days. Wow. Then we get to see a lot of good action with a lot of talking from Deadpool. And then Mistress Death takes her powers back from Thanos too, and thus saving eternity and everyone else. Then she returns back to her realm and everything in the universe returns back to normal. Deadpool too gets back at his work and goes to Doctor Doom and asks him to open up his armor so that he can shoot him, but gets kicked away. Black Talon also frees away all the zombies he had on his island, and this is the end of the story. Thank you for watching the video. Press the like button if you liked it, comment and tell us which character stories you would like to hear next. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to read this comic on your own, you can get it on our website for free. Follow us on Instagram. Links are in the description. Until then, peace.